anyways, sorry, hopefully I can add this video to my last one. I'm still learning computer skills, so we'll see. But anyways, though, so, as I was saying, I like to try different sprays. You know, I really like the one by Kula, but it can be a little pricey. Although I don't feel that skincare, like, I don't place a price on it. As long as much as, like, I mean, if it's a little more expensive, I don't mind because I think it's worth it for my skin and cancer prevention. But, you know, it's COVID and I didn't want to wait, and I also wanted to save a couple bucks, so I thought maybe I would really like this because Neutrogena does have some really nice products. And unfortunately, this sunblock spray in 55 isn't making me break out, but it's like an oil slick, and I can feel it's running into my eyes, and it's burning a little bit, which is unfortunate. And I also, like, if you can tell, I think you can see, my eyeshadow is a mess because of this sunblock. It's completely, like, messed up now and creased and pretty much falling apart. But if it says anything about the eyeshadow or the mascara and the eyeliner, is that this stuff is really, really nicely waterproof and isn't gonna budge. Even when you have something like this that's moving all my makeup around and making me an oil slick. So, you know, I'm gonna keep this. I'll use it for maybe days I don't have makeup on or something, just to have as a backup, but I wouldn't recommend it for over makeup. It's just not working out like that, and it's too bad. It says it's oil-free and invisible finish, but it has been oily since I put it on, and it's burning a little bit because it's just like melting all down my face and into my eyes and stuff, so, and making my nose kind of burny. So this is a pass. I mean, I think it was like 12 or 15 bucks, but that's almost like half the price of a more expensive one that I like by Kula, or I'm sorry, by Supergoop. So kind of regretting buying this, but at least I'll have it, I guess, for a backup. Anyways, and that is my say about the sunblock spray, Sheer Face by Neutrogena. And I just wanted to add some information or some thoughts. Something that I've come across during this whole COVID thing is that people that are family and friends are starting to develop like really strong differing views about the whole COVID thing, and also even strong political views, emotionally and just from their personal perspective. And I think that it's one of those side effects of the stress of something like this. And I guess, like, it's interesting because it'd be something that's really good to reflect on during a time like this, and I think it's a symptom of stress or something that causes stress during a situation like this that we don't always talk about. I mean, it's easy to identify that, like, we're all, you know, not able to go to work or not able to visit our family, or not able to go to restaurants. Our income has been messed up because of this whole COVID crisis. We feel displaced as well. Those are, like, sorry, my glasses are dirty, some of the common things that we're hearing about. But I think that, and of course, like, the domestic abuse and child abuse that's increased because of the isolation, or correlates, is related to the isolation anyways, from what I'm hearing, is that, like, you know, we're not really talking about the added strain maybe between relationships that were pretty stable before all of this, I guess. And I guess my experience so far, or my thoughts on the whole thing, is that it's best to really try to continue to reinforce positive, healthy coping skills for yourself and healthy practices that bring happiness and joy and light to you in this situation, despite how upsetting it is. Because everybody, and the reason I say that is because then you might be less likely to take it personally when a family or a friend is making a comment about COVID that you disagree with, whether it be about the social distancing seems to be a hot topic, or the work, and the, you know, the inability of people or prevention of people of going to work right now. I think that if we try to understand that we're all in heavy emotions right now and be respectful of each other's opinions and thoughts about the whole situation, politically, economically, that, we're going to come out stronger from something like this. And it's not easy, but, trying to think about if you are talking to someone that you care about and they say something that is strongly differing from how you feel about this whole thing, is to try to see it from their perspective and put yourself in their shoes and try to understand maybe where they're coming from. And because we all have our thoughts about this COVID thing from a personal experience that we've probably had, or a concern, or a different anxiety that we have. So I think like we all entitled to have our own thoughts about this situation, and I think that we're also, I mean it respectfully, everyone should be able to share how they feel too, because I think that that is cathartic and therapeutic. So that said, just try to continue to practice healthy practices for yourself, whether it's meditation or just doing your makeup every day, or exercising, spending time with your pets and your family and the sunshine that's coming now with the spring in the northern hemisphere, and try to really take a moment to really embrace that, and that will help you be more understanding and empathetic when a close friend or loved one is saying something that is differing than how you feel. In other words, try not to take it personal. And what I have been told many times amongst CBT and like cognitive behavioral therapy and dialectical behavioral therapy, side note, I am not a professional counselor. I am not a master's level, so just keep that in mind. I just know a lot about the topic. But in those two respects is like trying to stay out of emotion mind in these situations and stay in wise mind. And, I think the other added piece, even though I'm saying not to be in emotion mind, is to just add a little love, extra love in your heart towards people, because I think the last thing that we want to come out of this is angry or resentful of people that were once our friends or people that we really loved in our family prior to COVID, just because they might have a differing opinion. It's just really stressful for everybody. And if anything, try to be interested. And if you know that someone is not going to be open to your opposing views, sometimes maybe it's just not maybe worth the struggle of sharing it, and to just live your life as an example, and that will influence your ideas better than getting into a debate, at least in my opinion. So I hope that helps. I hope you find that interesting. It's just something that's really been on my mind lately with this whole thing, because I've come across it myself. And it's been difficult at first, and I'm like, whoa, kind of taken aback that someone I thought I knew really well ends up having a very different opinion than I do, or feeling about the COVID thing. So I just don't want to lose ties with those people, or feel resentful at the end of COVID. I want to end, at the end of all of this, I want to feel the same way about the people that I really love in my life, the same way that I did before COVID. At the end of it, I want to see it feel the same, because the last thing that, it's bad enough that this COVID thing is affecting people's lungs and killing people and causing so many problems physically and economically. I don't need it to have a place in my personal life as well. And that's where I can control this virus, because it doesn't have that capacity to fully seep into my personal life if I don't want it to, or if I choose for it not to. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you find it helpful. If I can't attach this video to the first one, I'll just put this in as a part 2 on my YouTube channel. And, just keep growing with me as I'm learning this camera video YouTube thing and trying to find better equipment and everything, and the finances to find better equipment. And, so moral of the story is, don't let COVID become an infection into our mental health, because it doesn't have to. We can control it without any isolation, without any medication. We can control how COVID affects our mental health, and it doesn't have any ability to have any strength over us. So, also aesthetically wise, for the makeup tip is, may not want to use this over makeup. It's very oily, unless you have the driest skin on the planet, and then maybe it would work, but I doubt it. So, over makeup, that is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're staying really well. I hope this video uploads pretty well and easily for you guys, and I will film again, hopefully in a day or so, and we will stay connected and continue to build our friendship over the YouTube waves. So stay healthy, stay positive, and do something nice for yourself today. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe and ring the bell if you want to be notified of my next video. Thank you and have a good one. Bye.